着々と進んでるけど。
Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. Stay tuned. White Sox baseball is next. Dallas Keuchel starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
まあまあ、なんだかいいとか。
Donnie Walton is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
J.P. Crawford stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 261 the average coming into action here. 4 home runs and 22 RBIs. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So here is Kyle Lewis. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Just getting started here on the south side of this one. Now a ball lined to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Casey Sadler, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Danny Mendick at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
レッドスペース
If he's
か。
able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here now the 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And Oh, that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the
そうか、
first.
トラッ
One
ク
away
か。
now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
フォルツァはでも4週間前か。
Hit in the air down the right field line. On the run is Henniger, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now the pitch.
Boy, went from being in the
こ
driver's
こで
seat to
6
now
や
being
っ
in
て
some
る
trouble.
か。
Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike
う
three.
わ、振ってもた。
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get
ス
frustrated
リー
when
ま
you
では
make
や
a
っ
good
て
pitch
た
and you
か。
don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do?
ス
He
リー
comes
で
back
ト
with a
ラッ
good
ク
pitch
か。
and gets the strike.
Into the box now, Eloy Jimenez. As he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 23 homers and 51 runs batted in. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Count even at 2-2. And another foul ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Another full count pitch home.
粘るな。
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Not
まだ
picking
粘
up
る。
that time, and he's lucky to get another chance.
粘りすぎやろ。
Full. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And the 11th
いやい
pitch
やい
is
や、
the
あれは
charm as he
ボールや
strikes
ろ。
him out to end
す
the
ご
inning.
い審判や
1,
これ。
2, 3 go the White Sox. We are still scoreless.
先見気境にこれとフォルツァ。フォルツァはでもこ
So
こか。
now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Seager. And in case you haven't been
そう
keeping up
か、
the
フォル
tabs
ツ
on
ァ
him,
か。
arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and
っ
yes,
て
he
こ
did,
とは
says the man in blue.
ゼロ
Strike one.
か。ヤクザゼロなのか。
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Eaton is under it. One down. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early.
And he will make the play. 2 away now. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. Here's the first pitch. Now the 2-0 home.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Hit on the ground is short. Anderson picks it up. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now is Adam Eaton. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Looking up is Haniger.
Wow.
And it's gone.
3がライン出るのか。
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
たった2回ってこれやばいなこれ。
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Enters play here at 9. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Nick Madrigal is on deck. There's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
And now, Nick Madrigal. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Grandal gets his lead at first, nobody out. Just got a piece of that one, perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
So here's Jose Abreu as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250, 13 home runs and 31 RBIs. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Sinker misses and it's 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Next, it'll be Tim Anderson as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. No balls and a strike to count. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Now to the plate, here is Dylan Moore. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. 1 away here to begin the 3rd. And now in the box, Shed Long Jr. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he fouls this one off.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Soft liner to the left side. On to first, and there were 2 down. So here now is Ty France. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
2-0 now. Now the pitch. 3-0 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. High chopper over to first. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The White Sox lead this one 1-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and up next, one of the best defensive center fielders in the league, Adam Engel.
The center fielder, Adam.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Engel is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
One out here in the Chi Sox third. And digging in next will be Danny Mendick. Now the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
1-1 the count. Sam Delaplane comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
1 out, nobody on. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Reynolds will be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. Lewis is there, 2 gone. So to the plate is the White Sox DH. Matt Reynolds struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch.
That's out.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Seager fields it cleanly. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They lead it 1-0.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Shortstop, Johnny Walton.
Now here's the pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Left side, but well foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Left side. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single, and hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Kyle Lewis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And they take the lead. It's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 13 for him on the year, as the Mariners have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
The third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So 2 are gone here in the M's half of the 4th. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping in now, Tom Murphy, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And there's ball one.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Playing 2, 2-2.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Henniger at second with 2 down. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Mariners. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging in is the outfielder, Eloy Jimenez.
The left fielder.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Here it comes on 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Now to bat, Adam Eaton. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Changeup called strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Lewis is right there, 1 down. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's set. Now the pitch.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
Now the 1-0.
Ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Big swing by Grandal, and a ball carrying well to right. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's given the White Sox a 3-2 lead.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
The batter will be Nick Madrigal.
Second baseman.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-2 Southsiders. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready now is Dylan Moore. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knot things up at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Batter will be Shed Long Jr. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. 2 down, no one on base, and that'll bring in Ty France. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
Mendick is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're down 3-2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Tim Anderson. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the White Sox.
Now at the plate is Adam Engel. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Fouled off. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the 3rd baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
The batter will be Danny Mendick. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2, and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get a knock.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Popped up. Murphy over to his left, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Donnie Walton. He'll get things going here in the Mariners' 6th. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here it comes. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Making the play over there is Abreu for the first out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, J.P. Crawford. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he gets ahead 0-1. a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him 2 down. Next to hit, Kyle Lewis. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. High and deep to center field. Racing back the center fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, and the Mariners have come back to tie it at 3.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Standing in now, Kyle Seager. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Playing 11, 1-1.
A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Over to first, and that retires the side. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. Through 5 1/2, we're tied now at 3 apiece. Aaron Fletcher enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
A ball and a strike now. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Adam Eaton digging in next. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Mitch Haniger the next to bat. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
The right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Well, the key to hitting triples is being aggressive right out of the box. He smokes this thing to the outfield and is thinking 3 bags the whole way. And by the time they can get the ball back in, he's on his way to third with a leadoff triple.
Here comes Tony La Russa out of his foxhole at the end of the dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at third, so the best he can hope for is a no decision. Garrett Crochet comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. At the plate now, Tom Murphy, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Hit to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He throws home. Safe. A major league effort, but he couldn't finish the play, so the run comes in to score. Next, here is Dylan Moore. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Murphy aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Murphy is on his way home. And a relay home. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate.
Man, for me, this is one of the most beautiful plays in the game. Love to see an aggressive base runner try and make it from first to home. Better yet, love a well-executed relay with long throws, guys understanding where to be in position to make impact plays throughout the course of the game.
In now, Shed Long Jr. as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now a swing, and he popped him up, straight up, as this is right around home plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Next to stand in is Ty France. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. The 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Ball and 2 strikes now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Mariners forced to settle for 1. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. It's the Mariners 4 and the White Sox 3. Brendan Brennan gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Now into the box, Nick Madrigal. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
The 0-1 pitch. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Hit weakly back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So 2 away here as the Sox bat in the 7th. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. First offering, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They still trail it here 4-3. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up the shortstop, Donnie Walton. Now here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
2-2 the count. And My goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Kyle Lewis stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Crawford, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. Crawford rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily. And they now lead by 2. And he is out at 3rd. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
So now to the plate, Kyle Seager, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he misses with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another try at 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Fouled off. Seager, right field, and carrying well. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager, number 14 on the season, and it's now 6-3.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
To the plate now, Mitch Haniger. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ball 2 now.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
This is foul right side. Oh, and he clobbers this one, but this is going to be a foul ball as it clears the wall. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The Mariners lead it 6-3. Cannon Middleton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up next, one of the best defensive center fielders in the league, Adam Engel.
Adam Engel.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Now here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Whoo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Now the 2-1. Popped up. Murphy moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Danny Mendick. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in will be Matt Reynolds, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way. Fastball swung on and missed.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
The 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Stepping in once again is Tom Murphy.
Leading off for Seattle, the catcher, number 2, Tom Murphy.
Jimmy Cordero enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. So the next to bat will be Dylan Moore. He doubled his last time through.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Eaton will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Next, it'll be Shedlong Jr. His prior history in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season, as it is now 7-3.
Boy, you've got to love seeing a team that's never satisfied. They were up, but they've extended the lead to an even more comfortable 4-run margin. Going to be tough to come back from this one.
The first baseman, number 23.
Into the box now, Ty France. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Strike taken up in the zone.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's the Mariners 7 and the White Sox 3. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Eloy Jimenez. First pitch of the AB now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Here's the 1-2. Down the third baseline. There is Seager. And that's out number 1. Up next for Chicago, Adam Eaton struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. The 1-0. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
The 1-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Right to him. Raffle on to first, and the White Sox down into the final out now. Stepping in next, Yasmani Grandal. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here tonight. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Here's 1-1 delivery.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
2-1, here it is. White Sox down to their last strike. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Madrigal would be next. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line here is caught. And if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the whole game is over. And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Seattle Mariners get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Aaron Fletcher earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Cannon Middleton works 2 full innings in relief to record a save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the Victoria.
うーん、しゃあない。負けは負けやな。まあ、まだ3ゲームか。まあ、まだマシやろう。さあ、ではではでは。